Hey y'all, I'm Angie. Welcome to my channel where I do stuff. If you're new here, thank you for joining me, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. In today's video, and I know it's a little early, but in today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and evaluation of a Christmas advent calendar. So I know it's a little early for Christmas, but I am a planner, as you are too, I am sure. So, I found this advent calendar, and I am not a huge fan of National Geographic products. I think they're crap, but we're going to give it a try anyway. And if you'll notice in the search bar, as well as in the description box, I will have timestamps. So if for some reason you don't want the spoiler of what's in each little compartment, you can skip ahead. You don't even have to see it. And everything that you need to know about today's video, including my website and all my social media pages, as well as the timestamps, will be in the description box below. So let's get started. So this is how it came to me, shipped just like this. Pretty simple enough. The sound it makes is horrendous. It sounds like it's full of a bunch of gravel. Go figure. As you can see, it's held together with Velcro. And on one side of the lid, it's got all the descriptions of the different specimens and then all the little windows that you punch out depending on what day it is. Here is the box, and it says that it has 25 genuine specimens in it. And if you watched my Dig Your Own Fossil Kit video, I'll link that up here as well. Then you would know genuine means different things to different companies. So I guess we'll see how many of these are real. And then I did not notice this because I don't always pay attention, but apparently there's a dig kit in here. I'm not doing that, y'all. I'm gonna take it outside. I'm gonna smack it with a hammer. I'm not going through that digging thing again. If y'all watched the video, it was extremely painful. Not just for me, but probably for the people to watch too. It was horrible. So it includes 24 real rocks, minerals, and fossils, 1 dig brick with a specimen, a dig tool, a brush, a magnifying glass, and a storage pouch. It also mentions that specimens, colors, and decorations may vary from those pictured. So who knows what we're gonna find in here. Anyway, so we're gonna go through all of these and see what's included, and hopefully they will match up with this and we won't be terribly disappointed. So this first part is a storage pouch. It's just vinyl with National Geographic written on it, and it turns out it's not big enough. And a magnifying glass, which is always helpful. The first thing I noticed was that my fingers are too short to pull these rocks out of these little holes. So I'm sure kids would have a much harder time. This is red jasper. Jasper is a hard, opaque gemstone that is very smooth and does not flake when cut. It's ideal for making into jewelry, goblets, or other decorative objects. This is snowflake obsidian. The crystals that speckle the surface of snowflake obsidian are called spherulites, and they are formed from the mineral cristobalite, a type of quartz. Corals are fascinating marine animals that typically live in colonies containing hundreds of millions of individual organisms. Crinoid fossils date back as far as 475 million years ago. They were often so numerous that whole limestone beds of crinoid skeletons can be found. Brachiopods attach themselves to the ocean floor with a long stalk and gather microscopic organisms to eat by filtering seawater through arm-like tentacles. Orthoceras first entered the fossil record around 500 million years ago and are related to modern-day squid. They lived in oceans all over the world before they went extinct. Bivalves, like clams, mussels, and oysters, all have 2 shells called valves. The bi part of their name comes from the Greek for two. Gray agate is a variety of chalcedony, a type of quartz made up of microcrystals. When sliced and polished, agates can reveal beautiful bands of various colors. Pink gastropods first appeared about 550 million years ago. There are over 35,000 living species and 15,000 species found in the fossil record. Blue calcite, which is clearly not blue here, this mineral is a common constituent of limestone and is one of the main minerals found in the shells of marine organisms like oysters. What is happening? Black urchin. The name urchin comes from a Middle English word for the round, spiny hedgehog which these animals resemble. What is happening? Y'all, seriously, I'm just reading this right off the box. Indigo gabbro comes from Madagascar and can be found in a variety of colors from light indigo to black. Gabbro forms when magma cools below the Earth's surface. White urchin. The first sea urchins appeared in the fossil record about 450 million years ago. The delicate spines are easily crushed, so the skeleton, called a test, is the most typical fossil found. Tiger's eye is a member of the quartz family and occurs mainly in South Africa and East Asia. It has a hardness of 7.0 on the Mohs scale, about the same as hardened steel. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. Have you ever seen such a bad specimen of tiger eye before? This is the ugliest one I've ever seen. The earliest clam fossils date back to 510 million years ago. The group really became diverse and abundant about 275 million years ago. If you're enjoying today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really does help support the channel and it makes the YouTube algorithm happy. Polychrome jasper. This is a hard, opaque gemstone with very special characteristics. It is smooth and does not flake when cut, and it can be polished to a high luster. Aventurine has often been considered a good luck stone. Small flakes of mica or hematite can make aventurine sparkle and glisten, an effect called aventurescence. This is a quartz point. No matter how distorted a quartz crystal may be, the long prism faces always make a perfect 60 degree. Amethyst, tiger eye, and citrine are all types of quartz. This is red agate. Agates are translucent, meaning that light passes through them. They can have various colors created as layers of minerals are deposited over time into cavities within other rock formations. Got it? Good. The shiny yellow gold of pyrite often led people to believe they had found gold, so it was nicknamed fool's gold. This is blue quartz. Quartz is the second most abundant material in the Earth's continental crust, and it is found in many varieties and colors. And this one looks totally different than the picture. Geodes are hollow rocks in which beautiful crystals have formed. They may look plain on the outside, but you never know what beauty waits within until you crack the geode open. Amethyst is a member of the quartz family, and it can range in color from light pink to deep purple, sometimes with red or blue secondary hues. This is a desert rose. Sometimes crystals form in a flat plate that stack on top of each other, making them appear flaky. Often the crystals include small particles of desert sand, giving them a grainy texture. So I lied. I did actually use the digger tool to get the mineral out of this one, and I'd gotten an important phone call, so I didn't record it. Sorry. Mineralogists do not completely understand the source of rose quartz's highly prized pink color, but many believe it comes from iron, titanium, and manganese impurities within the stone. Okay, so final thoughts. I have never really been that impressed with National Geographic as a brand. This is no exception. Here is the listing on Amazon. I am sure by the time you see this, the price will have gone up. Maybe not. I feel like these specimens are terrible quality, first off. I know most museum gift shops have relatively inexpensive, good quality specimens. I've even gotten a few at museums before. If y'all aren't familiar with Buc-ee's, you should be, because Buc-ee's is like the ultimate in gas stations. But most Buc-ee's that I've been in, they have a small cart somewhere around like the kids' toys, and they're just loose specimens. And you can get a bag full for however much money, but they have a lot of natural specimens in there as well. And these aren't even as good as those. So my personal opinion, skip this. In fact, there is, I can't remember what they call it. I'll put the listing up here as well. But it's another National Geographic if you have to have that. And for the value, this is much better because of everything you get. Now, I understand you're paying a premium because it's a Christmas item. For the novelty of it, it's not that bad of a deal. You know, I'm not gonna say no, don't buy it, not worth it, crap, in the trash.
In the trash!
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say I think there are better things that you could probably get the child in your life who may be interested in rocks and fossils and minerals. Especially since there is hardly any educational material in this whatsoever. Or they don't have to pay attention to it at all and they can play with the rock. But the point is, there is ample room in that advent calendar for them to put more educational material about each rock, and they just didn't. That is a huge missed opportunity, and I'm sure I will probably make a picture frame out of these as well, just like I did with all of the fossils and stuff I got out of the dig kit. There was a video on that as well, if you want to watch me super glue fossils to a picture frame. Well, y'all, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. You could have been doing anything else today that you wanted to do, and instead you decided to spend some time with me, and it means the absolute most. You don't even understand. Thank you so much. And if you enjoyed today's video, then I hope you'll consider subscribing, because I would love to see you back here next week when I do more stuff. Bye.